Well, Taylor Swift fans everywhere know the 4th of July is her favorite holiday, so it's only fitting she chose this weekend for her highly anticipated wedding to Travis Kelce.
Back to Chopper 2. Now, live over in Madison Square. Chopper 2 is everywhere today,
Yes.
where we're told the cocktail hour is underway. This is according to sources. This is sources on the inside before the big ceremony at 5:30. And our source on the outside of MSG. There he is, Doug Williams, who's and dressed in black, I guess.
I told him he was hoping for an invite.
Yeah, I think so.
It's too hot to wear black unless you have an ulterior motive.
That's it, Doug. What is it? Tell us the truth. You got that invite?
Well, yeah, no, I was confused, even though I've covered the heat wave the last 2 days.
Right.
I didn't know if it was going to be hot again today, so it was just an easy mistake. You guys talk to me and say, you know, I'm a source. I wish I had something better to show you as your source. It's predominantly General Motors SUVs and window tints as guests arrive for the cocktail hour, which began at 4 o'clock. The crowds, though, of Swifties have been around since this morning. And even just taking a picture of Madison Square Garden, the wedding venue on the wedding night, we think. And one of them actually telling me that this is sort of the American version of a royal wedding.
It's the closest thing to royalty we're going to get in the U.S. So for us, it's special.
Crowded Midtown Manhattan on one of the busiest travel days of the summer in a heat wave. But on Friday, it's exactly where Swifties want to be.
I want to be able to feel like you're a part of it, you know, without overstepping things.
For the invited guests inside, the festivities have begun as our cameras caught the mysterious arrivals of some of the 1,000 or so that are expected. Cocktail hour began at 4 before a 5:30 ceremony. All of this after weeks of speculation and secrecy.
For us not to know really what's going on, that just really hurts us.
Alan Waugh is one of the managers at Pen 6, a bar on 31st between 6th and 7th. He says 7th Avenue being shut down will cost him about 50% of expected revenue, especially on the eve of July 4th.
We should probably close, to tell you the truth, if we're not going to be able to get any foot traffic.
The consequences are not all bad. Swift and Kelce donated $26 million ahead of the wedding to charities across the U.S., including $1 million to City Harvest Food Pantry.
We estimate that this will provide 2.4 million meals to New Yorkers in need. So it's a significant contribution and will make a really big difference.
And there's still plenty of secrecy, guys. It starts, of course, with who exactly is in these SUVs, who's going to this wedding and here for this occasion. Also, secrecy as to what the inside of Madison Square Garden currently looks like. Some of the Swifties we spoke with said they did what they could to get as close as they could just to watch some of the workers bringing in what appeared to be decorations inside the garden. They said that that makes them feel at least close enough, and I can confirm that. I feel the same way. My bow tie is in my bag. It would just be so easy to cinch one up, guys. So I'll just see, you know, if my phone rings, I'm there.
This is, someone said it's like the royal wedding, except that you can't see anything and you don't know anything. That's the only difference.
That's okay. You're
No
close enough to greatness.
We don't know
That's
anything.
right.
In the proximity of greatness.
The aura. All right,
Window tints, what an invention.
I know.
there you go.
What an invention.
Let us know if
Unfortunate.
another SUV comes by. Give us an update. Cut right in. All right, there he goes. Thanks very much, Doug. As we've been telling you, the party at the Garden is set for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and it's already shaping up to be a monumental cultural moment.
Joining us now is Misty Hegenis, author of Swifty-nomics, How Women Mastermind and Redefined Our Economy. Welcome, Misty. We cannot wait to get your expertise on this. If you saw Doug's piece a couple of minutes ago, even fans without invitations are traveling to the city right now just to be close to these festivities. In your opinion, how valuable is the so-called spectator economy here? And why do you think people are willing to spend thousands of dollars just to be in the same city for an event they can't attend?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question, and thank you for having me. You know, I think that this romance between Taylor and Travis has really been something of a phenomenon just across the country. And, you know, they bring a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. And, you know, people really like to be around that right now. And Taylor has a history of bringing her fans along with her as she both celebrates and suffers in life. And so I think they just want to be here to support her.
Yeah, you know, though, we were just thinking about it, Misty, that, you know, every detail, the rumored guest list, blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe that's intentional on her part, but even big celebrities every once in a while just want to say, hey, come on in, take a quick look. You think we're going to get a quick wink and a nod to her fans sometime during these festivities when we actually see something?
Yeah, I mean, so we know that Taylor and Travis are, you know, really into their fan base, and they do a lot for their fans. So you can expect to see pictures after the fact. You can expect something to come out. They're going to want to share this with everyone. Maybe just in the moment they're not sharing, but they are going to want to share it with somebody. So I think we can expect to see something come out. They'll decide when that is, and they'll decide how they're going to do it.
As someone who has studied Taylor's business acumen for years now, what makes her uniquely capable of turning a wedding into this economic engine?
Well, I mean, you know, everything she touches really does kind of turn to gold, if you will. Taylor gets a lot of her strength and direction from prior women who have been really successful in the entertainment industry. Liz Davis had a big party at Madison Square Garden before, and so it's kind of fun to see Taylor replicate that. And, you know, I think she just really knows what her fans want, and she knows how to give it to them, and that's been a really successful recipe for her and her business.
You know, Missy, I've heard many stories and seen stories of Taylor and how generous she is with her time, with her money. Is she like a role model for other young women, and not just young women for financial responsibility, but also perhaps for other celebrities in the way she gives so much?
Yeah, so the thing that I really like about Taylor, she's really a prime example of the experience of millennial women today. She, you know, really grew up in her 20s. She spent a lot of time on her own. I mean, she dated, etc. But she accumulated a lot of wealth, and now she's in her 30s, and she is a powerhouse herself. And so I think she's a great role model, both in terms of how she progresses in her career as well as how she gives back to the community.
All right, Misty Heggenes, thank you so much for taking the time to weigh in on this. And we hope you're right that we will get some photos at some point this weekend. We're dying to see all the dresses.
Right.
Thank you, Misty.
Hopefully we don't have to wait for the photos 3 months from now. Yeah, thanks, Misty.
No.
All right.
They'll post soon.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thanks, Misty. All right, let's get another check on the blistering heat wave.
Yeah, I'm sure it's cool inside the garden, but and that tent goes right up to the entrance, Lonnie, so people can wear whatever they feel like.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's sort of strange to have a wedding venue with no windows, right? I mean, there's no windows in there, but then again, I mean, they don't want any windows. They don't want anybody peeking in, right?
Country music legend Dolly Parton has a special message for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce after the couple donated $2 million to her literacy nonprofit.
The mission of the Dollywood Foundation is to dream more, care more, learn more, and be more. And thank you again for your very generous gift. And we'll continue that mission, even in bigger ways now with your money. So thank you, and know that I will always love you. Mwah.
Oh,
Swift and Kelce donated $26 million to 20 charities ahead of their wedding.
We love Taylor and we love Dolly. Yes,
one of a kind.
From a parade of ships now to a parade of celebrities. The city buzzing with excitement tonight over the wedding of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Live pictures here near Madison Square Garden. We're seeing heavy security, and also we have seen lines of SUVs driving into a tented area so that the cameras can't spot any of these guests arriving. Allie Bauman is live at the Garden, likely bathed. What do you think tonight, Allie, in a lavender haze?
In the lavender haze, in the humid haze out here. And Christine, we are just half an hour away from when the wedding ceremony is supposed to start. I think it might be a little delayed because there is still a whole line of black SUVs down the block waiting to get in. Now, of course, we won't be able to see what's happening inside tonight. Police have everyone pretty far back, but for some Swifties, they say it's still worth it just to be here. The tinted SUVs and Sprinter vans have made their way to Madison Square Garden for the most anticipated and veiled wedding of the year.
I couldn't get tickets for the Eras tour, so this is the closest I've been.
Swifties have been trying to peer around all the NYPD barricades and street closures that now surround MSG.
Is it worth coming out here in this heat just to be part of the energy?
Yes, I would say yes. So it's a little bit crazy, but yes.
Hannah Dido flew all the way from Europe to New York just for this.
When did you book the tickets?
1 week ago, like it was last minute. Like on Friday, I just knew the
that Taylor Swift was getting married, and on Sunday I was taking the flight to here.
As for the invited guests, about 1,000 are expected. Cocktail hour began at 4 p.m. before a 5:30 ceremony and 6:30 reception that could go until 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the guest list, and I want to see if she plays any of her own love songs. I think it'd be really cool if she played Love Story.
The happy couple announced this week they donated $26 million to charities across the U.S., including $1 million to City Harvest Food Pantry.
We estimate that this will provide 2.4 million meals to New Yorkers in need. So it's a significant contribution and will make a really big difference.
Dolly Parton posted this video thanking them for a $2 million donation to her Imagination Library.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm blown away and overjoyed with that gratitude.
Again, lots of street closures around here tonight. So if you are heading to Penn Station to escape the city on this holiday weekend, know that you have to enter on the west side by Moynihan Train Hall. Christine and Jess, we will continue to keep our eyes peeled for any celebrity sightings, and we'll see you back here at 6.
Those dreaded tinted windows get in the way of us knowing who's there.
That's for sure, but I also think that we're out of luck if we're looking to get a black Uber for tonight, because all of them are already reserved, given what's behind you there, Allie. Thank you. Now, in addition to the wedding security, the NYPD is also having a little bit of fun now, showing off their knowledge of some of Taylor's lyrics.
You need to calm down. Why do you gotta be so mean? I knew you were trouble. I knew it. This weather feels like a cruel summer.
Of course, the officer ended the video by yelling out the lyric, "Welcome to New York." NYPD with the jokes today.
That was good.
One of the most famous couples in the world getting married at the most famous arena in the world. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding is believed to be underway right now at Madison Square Garden. Now, we saw long lines of SUVs arriving late this afternoon. So let's get live to someone who's covered this all week and knows this love story all too well. Allie Bauman outside MSG. Allie.
I like what you did there, Christine. Now, it is possible that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are married right now. If all is going according to plan tonight, then they are in the middle of their ceremony, and in half an hour, the reception should start. You can see behind me all the guests are in. There are no more vans arriving, but video from earlier shows, you can see that the line of tinted SUVs and Sprinter vans seemed endless outside Madison Square Garden. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's 1,000 guests arriving for the most anticipated wedding of the year. Swifties have been trying to peer all around all the NYPD barricades and street closures that now surround MSG. The party started with cocktail hour at 4 p.m. before a ceremony and reception that's scheduled for 6:30. And the festivities could go until 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, we may not see any photos inside until the couple themselves release them, because there is a strict no phone policy inside the wedding. And if you're trying to escape the city this weekend through Penn Station, know that you have to enter tonight on the west side by Moynihan Train Hall. There is several street closures around here as well. We're live outside MSG. Allie Bauman, CBS News, New York.
Those are some real fans out there that you met, Allie. Thank you. Also, check out this video here that we just got into our newsroom of a white gown being rolled outside of Madison Square Garden. Now, there's plenty of speculation about what is inside that garment bag, but no confirmation on whether this dress actually belongs to Taylor Swift. I have a feeling that that answer is no.